If someone was to ask me if I achieved all of my goals for 2018, I'd have to be honest and say that I didn't. At the start of 2018, I went to a Lululemon's goal planning event called 18 for 18, where you make 18 goals for 2018, and it was broken down, I think, into 3 or 4 sections. No, maybe 4 or 5 sections, with your top few goals being the easiest to achieve of the whole 18, and then slowly they get harder and harder and harder. It was a really, really good event, and I wrote down my 18 goals for 18. And I started off at that point in time with the intent of getting to a point of achieving all of them, or if not being able to achieve all of them, definitely get into a position where I've made a good headway to getting to completing them at some point, not too far over the year time frame. But as with most things, the year brought up different challenges, so then some of the different goals that were on there became slightly less relevant. One of the things that I definitely did was to buy a new car, so tick. And I was definitely more consistent in visiting my parents at least once a month. But then as the year went on, even though I had an opportunity to learn how to apply my makeup like a pro, I just decided that I actually didn't really want to do that anymore. And just a couple other goals and things on there, just as the year went on, they just became slightly less relevant. As a whole, I think my bigger objective for the year was to make sure that it was a better year than 2017 was, because that was a very, very challenging year for me, and I would say in terms of that I definitely had a much better year. I learned quite a lot, I think, from 2018. It was different. I mean, it wasn't obviously all super smooth sailing, etc. There were lots of personal things that came up that I think if I didn't have 2017 to be like, oh, that was the worst year of my life on record, then I think probably some of the hiccups that came along would be very much up there. And because I have 2017 to compare everything to, it also makes me realise that life doesn't necessarily get any easier, it just throws additional challenges to you that are slightly easier to overcome. For example, 2017 made me very intolerant to certain things. So then in 2018, when all of those things came up, I just approached it completely differently, because I was like, I haven't got time anymore to be wasting my energy trying to be nice around these things. It's just a case of you approach it. My approach to things have just been different, which has made some challenges easier to overcome, but then it's life, so you're going to get challenges that you've never faced before, but again, it's the getting to the solution to overcome them gets slightly easier. But life will always have its challenges, it will never be smooth sailing. And in terms of my sewing goals, my Make 9 for 2018 was slightly more successful than I think my 2017 one was, but not completely completed. So that's a completely separate one. But it's fine. I mean, again, as the year went on, lots of things on my Make 9 stopped making sense to make them. So I made something else and it's fine. Again, there's no law to say that I have to make everything on it. I'm not going to get a fine or anything horrendous like that. Going into 2019, I definitely want to continue building on making more positive steps so that everything that happened in 2017 isn't the defining end to my story. And I think in 2018 I definitely did make headway to the things that I want in terms of a grand scheme of things. So even though I wasn't as consistent on YouTube as I wanted to be, there were bursts of consistency. So 2019 is definitely all about consistency on YouTube, making sure that I am posting one video a week, as well as being more consistent on Instagram and posting like at least 3 images a week, and just getting that consistency up, because then that's what's then going to help me get to the next steps of being able to be self-employed and have multiple streams of income, which is another big thing for me in 2019. I'm probably not going to go to the if the Lululemon do a 19 for 19. I'm probably not going to go, because for me it became really difficult to have 18 goals and know that I just wasn't going to achieve even half of them. And for me, inside myself, I felt like that meant I was failing and that the year wasn't as great as it could have been, when it definitely was a very good year. So I won't be attending one of those this year. I'm just going to set myself some goals, and then I'm going to make mini goals, well basically make a plan, an action plan, mini goals under the goals, so that I might have 5 big goals, and then underneath all of them it will have 10 steps I can do to make sure that I achieve that goal. It just makes it a bit more manageable, that if you're doing daily things, small things daily or weekly to get to a bigger goal at the end of the year, you have a much better chance of trying to achieve it, rather than having a goal that's like, I want to do X, but you have 19 of them and they don't necessarily all relate to the same thing, and it's just like, how can you do 19 things and then do mini 19 things to get to the one goal? So that's going to be my thing for 2019. I also wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who has joined the team in 2018. One of my goals was to reach 10,000 subscribers, which I'm obviously clearly a fair way off. Part of that is probably, a lot of it is probably down to a lot of things. I think the biggest thing that it's probably down to is the consistency. But it's like consistency in posting a video, and then the consistency in what your message is. And I feel like I probably, for the past couple of years, have tried different things before I've been able to sort of in my mind nail down and think, okay, this is what I want to deliver, this is what I enjoy, this is the kind of videos that I want to see and make and stuff. So that kind of consistency is something that I'm definitely working on for 2019. As I've already said, I've done a lot of reading / watching of different videos and stuff that sort of says how can you grow your channel and become self-employed and things like that. And one of the things I heard really recently that kind of stuck with me was that the person first started making videos, because YouTube was brand new, they didn't do it to get views and get subscribers. They did it because they wanted to make a video or something that they would want to see. And so subsequently somebody else also wanted to see said video, so then it got views and all that stuff, and it spiraled on. So that's what I want to get back to, is making videos of things that I would want to see, and then, you know, hopefully from then it will then grow back. And I mean, if it doesn't, then that's fine too, because at least I'm doing something that I would like to do, so it wouldn't feel quite so much as a chore. Like, you know, when you're at work at your 9 to 5, for those of you who are 9 to 5ers, and someone's saying to you, oh, you have to do this thing in this particular way, and it's like, you know, you really don't want to do it that way, you want to do it some other way, but because this person is sitting over you and expecting it to be done in a certain way by a certain time, then you have to do it like that, but you really don't enjoy it. That is the feeling that I'm trying to get away from, so that I'm making something that I enjoy, so that if you don't get views and stuff, it's fine, because I had fun making it, editing it, filming it, planning it, all of that stuff. And I say all of that to say thank you guys for being part of my 2018 and for sticking with me in and out of the consistencies, and always thank you for your hints and tips on what I can do to help improve future sewing projects, because that definitely came in very handy in 2018. So I would like to say Happy New Year, even though it's about a couple of days late, and I wish you all the best for 2019, and hope that I can entice some more people to join the team, and also keep involving everybody who is on the team already, and we can just take this journey together. So Happy New Year, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please continue to like, share and subscribe and I will see you guys next time. Bye.